Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Mornings with Michelle, episode 22. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Michelle, and I like to be known as your Gen X ABBA-loving bestie, Zesty Bestie. And my channel, Zesty Girl, is part of my work. I help women over 50 live life on purpose. That's what we do here, whatever that looks like for you. We talk about everything. I start the conversation and then it continues in the comments, and that's how it works here. But we do have a little format that we never stick to it. Well, I say we, I mean I never stick to it. I try and stick to it, but I tend to go off topic. First of all, we talk about what we're wearing. One moment. I just have to put my Ugg boots on because I've got really bad socks on. Mismatching, inside out, probably covered in Ellie's dog hair. Socks. Put the Ugg boots on. It'll just be way better looking. All right. I'm gonna get my foot in here. Okay, so I'm wearing a Kmart. I'm pretty sure it's an Anko cozy, fluffy V-neck jumper. I'm wearing my pajama pants from Costco. Did I say Costco? No, Kmart. I said Kmart, didn't I? Kmart Anko, yes. Anyway, then I'm wearing my, so you can't see my socks, I'm wearing my Kmart pajama pants. These are the best. These pajama pants, oh, 1, 2, 3, Zesty, get up. Do I have to stand on the bed again? No, you can see them. These pajama pants are so cozy, so comfy, so snuggly. They're the best. They did come in a different color too. Haven't quite made my bed properly. And then now my Ugg boots. So that's what I'm wearing. What am I drinking? It's gone already. Coffee. It's always coffee. But this is a nice mug, isn't it? Have I used this one before with you? I don't know. So yesterday on Mornings with Michelle, I went off on different sort of tangents. We did a bit of a boogie on the bed. I talked about my mum. We talked about some of the most important things for women with their life after 50. I talked about number one for myself being waking up every morning with purpose and trying to discover what that purpose might be for you after 50. Because life, I think for all of us, pretty sure for all of us in some capacity, it changes differently for everybody, but I think for everybody it pretty much changes over 50 at some point. So we talked about that, waking up every morning with a purpose, understanding the purpose for yourself, whatever that looks like for you. Number two was move your body, which is why we ended up doing the boogie on the bed. And I just want to add one to that today. Number three, this is what I call the Zesty tip if you're new here, or the Zesty share. So my adding to important things for women after 50, I think number three is, and I know you know this, but it's good to remind ourselves, is we need to eat lots of color. We need to eat all the colorful vegetables. We need to eat the green ones, the yellow ones, the red ones. What other colors are there? Orange, yellow, zesty. We need to eat the zesty ones. We need to be able to bring into our diet as many colors as we can. The purple ones, all of them. And you've heard it before, eat the rainbow. And I think after 50, it's even more important than ever to eat right. But one of the things I love is creating meals, salads, stir fries that have lots and lots of color in them. So I just wanted to remind you guys today, because I know that we know these things, but that's why we come here, is to talk about them and remind ourselves of how to have our best health and our best lives after 50. So that's that. But what I really want to talk about today is something that is on my mind. So what it is why is decluttering so much more difficult after 50? Now, as you know, I'm a professional organizer, so I help women in their homes, but these are like mothers. These are like around the age of maybe 35 through to 40. That was the age group that I pretty much worked with. And we decluttered, we organized with the purpose of creating systems in their home so that they could be more present for their families. So that's what I was doing. What I find now is talking to women over 50 about exactly the same thing. Decluttering seems so much harder, and I even find it myself. So I tried to tackle my decluttering a while back and it wasn't working. It was just the wrong time for me. I had so much change going on here. I had my children, like my daughter's living overseas, and I just had so much change happening. It wasn't the right time to declutter. And I think that as much as we feel we should be, I just think that you need to pick the timing. It needs to feel the right time. And I know that when I tried to do it a while back, it just wasn't the right time. And I could feel it. I was working against myself and I just didn't like that feeling. So what I did instead, and I've talked about this quite a lot, is I went through and did a life audit, and I went into the different areas of my life, being health, relationships, my home, my whole life. I went into all these different areas. There's 6 different areas 5 mainly, but I always add in one extra. And I did a life audit on each of those areas, how I felt about it, how I could improve it, what it has looked like, what I wanted it to look like. So when I went through this process, I actually created a digital product as well. So that is linked down below if you're interested in looking at that. I created a book. It's a 52-page book on the process that I took. So that's there. But I did a life edit and I now have a document that I follow. So now I have started decluttering again and it just feels different. It feels different because I sort of reconciled where I was at and also started to put forward what I wanted the future to look like. So now that I have that transition in mind and I know exactly what I want to be doing in 10 years, in 20 years, I've sort of got it. It can change. We know that health and life changes can happen at any time, but this beautiful flexible plan that I put into place sits out there as where I'm headed, sits out there as the castle in the future, and I'm heading towards that. So now I can look at things. Does this come to the castle? Does the yogurt that I just had for breakfast because I was hungry, does that come to the castle? You know, does this book come to the castle? And my husband and I sat down over the long weekend recently. We sat down and discussed what we both wanted for the future, and it was so nice. And as always, we always end up wanting the same things, and it's so special because we both come from different angles but end up in the same pot. It's amazing way. It's a weird way of looking at it, but you know what I mean. Yeah, so now decluttering is so much easier. Now I know why decluttering specifically, I know why decluttering is so hard after 50, and there's many reasons. There's about 5, 6, 7 reasons that are so specific. I'm just wondering, do you want me to make a video about it? Because I can go through each of the reasons and talk about from personal experience and offer to you the reasons. I want things that are really useful for you so that you can see yourself in it. You know, I can share my real life experience. I can tell you why it's hard, or one of the points or one of the reasons it's hard, and you'll go, yeah, I know that, I feel that. Or you'll go, no, I don't struggle with that one. And then the next one you'll be like, oh wow, is that why I can't do that or can't get rid of that? And then offer options for you. You know, maybe you could do it this way, etc. So let me know, would you like a full video on this? Because I'm very passionate about it. It is one of my passions is decluttering and organization, and I have a long way to go with my own things. I'm only just starting out on this journey myself, the journey that now will be the transition, my transition into my next chapter. Okay, so I just wanted to share that with you. Right, what's next? Beauty tips. Well, my beauty tip for you is my hair's frizzy because I went to bed with it wet. So my tip to you is don't do that, because it's like there's not much I'm going to be able to do with it today. Maybe I'll try and straighten it. And I got to redo my makeup because it's, I don't know. It was been one of those mornings where it's like sometimes when one thing goes wrong, you go, and you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to go back into a positive frame, because sometimes when one thing, you get a reaction, something goes bad, and you go like, I don't know, you trip over, and then you go, and then it's like you go into a sort of like a bit negative mood, and then the next thing happens, and then you drop your car keys, and then you can't find something, it just goes on. Well, I've sort of had that morning where I woke up, the hair was frizzy, and then, you know, the mascara, when you put your mascara on and it glups, and then it's like you try and fix it and it just gets worse. Maybe you don't have that problem, but I have that problem a lot. And then anyway, it's just one of those mornings. And then I normally fast, but I was hungry, so I had the yogurt because I was like, I'm gonna have something because I was hungry. And then I'm like, yeah, so anyway, it's been one of those mornings, but don't worry, because we get positive, we stay positive. So that's my tip. Don't go to bed with wet hair. But then people know that, Michelle. You see, they know that. They don't do things like that. Only you do things like that, Michelle. Yes. All right, next. So that's that. Question of the day. We should do it. That could be the jingle. Question of the day. Question of... No, maybe do dance movements to it. Question of the day. Okay, really opening up that. Oh, then I can't find my glasses. I've only got one pair at the moment. I've managed to have lost all my pairs. I can't find my glasses. And then the other ones I sat on and I broke. Not today, that was yesterday. Oh dear, okay. So this question is, what do people not know about you? But you know what? I don't have to answer that, because I think that I did that yesterday. I told you something that you didn't know about me. I tell you fun fact about me every day. So this has suddenly become, question of the day suddenly has become fun fact about me. So let me think quickly. Fun fact about me is I really, really love KFC. Yes, I don't eat it, but I really, really love it. And have I eaten it? Yes, a lot. No, not a lot. Have I eaten it? I probably eat it now. I don't think I'd eat it now, but I think maybe a year ago. But I really love it. I really love it. But what happens is I love it so much. I have to have I get chicken and chips, but I have to get the right piece of chicken. And I don't like it when it's dry, the dry breast part. I like the one that's all juicy and not the drums. Oh, the drumsticks, okay, that would be my second favorite. But you know the big piece that's really juicy? I love that. I love the naughty chips. But I probably wouldn't eat it now. I would pretty much say now I wouldn't eat it because I'm a health coach and I'm admitting that I like KFC. I do. And I do actually like donuts. I like the donuts that are long with the fresh cream and the dob of jam and dusted with icing sugar. That's my favorite donut too. I love donuts as well. So yes, do I eat this food? No. Do I love it? Yes. Have I eaten it in the past? Yes, I have, many times. Do I know that it's extremely bad for me? Yes. Do I still love it? Yes. Okay, so we've cleared that up. So that's a fun fact about me. Donuts and KFC. So that's that. So what's a fun fact about you? What do people not know about you? Do you know, I actually think it's a really hard one to share. I understand if nobody wants to share this one today. But one thing I thought would be fun, and someone, I think it was Lulu, was in the comments yesterday. I think it was on Mornings with Michelle yesterday. And if you haven't seen Mornings with Michelle yesterday, please have a watch, because I literally boogie for you in the chair and I talk about my mum. And what else do? We talked about purpose. Yeah, but I really enjoyed that episode yesterday, actually. Like, I love them all, but that one was just one I really, really enjoyed because I just like dancing with you. What was I saying? Oh yes, but Lulu was talking about her nicknames. And I thought, could we share today nicknames? What is our nickname? So if you're comfortable, I would love for you guys to leave your nickname in the comments. Understand 100% if you don't want to. Completely understand. What is my nickname? Well, Mum used to call me Shell, and you might have picked that up when I was talking about her in the video yesterday. Mum calls me Shell. My husband calls me Darling usually, but Darling. I used to have a nickname, Saucy Lula. Saucy Lula was my nickname. That is the truth about nicknames. Yes, so I'd love to see yours in the comments below. So we've done that. Okay, family news. No family news. I don't think much is happening at the moment this week. Oh, except my husband went on a road trip this morning. He had to go for a drive like 3 hours. And I really, really, really wanted to go on the road trip with him. I really, really did. But I had committed to a friend to do something. So I couldn't go. But I wanted to vlog and do a road trip where he was going down to Wollongong. But I really wanted to go, but I didn't end up going but he didn't look that sad. I think he knows that I'm in a real talkative mood, and I think I would have been like, yep. Not that he minds, he's used to it, but I think he's like, yep, no, that's good, that's okay. No, maybe next time. Right, so that's family news. And then, so I just wanted to say that I have 2 Facebook groups, as you probably know. They're both private. One is a paid group and one is a free group. The difference between the 2 groups is one is just where women after 50 with purpose in mind can be together, and there's 550 women in that group, and I drop in and out, but a lot of conversations happen within the group just on its own. A lot of people share things, and it's just a lovely group. It's just a really, really nice group, and I'll be doing more with that, and I pop in and out. But the other group, the one that I talked to you about on here, is now, there's 12 members, but some of them haven't turned up in the group. They've sort of paid, and at the moment, for whoever wants to start, it's only $1 for your first month, so you can try it and see if you like it. So if you are interested, the link's down below. But what that group is, so it's where we're really supporting each other. I go in there daily. I put behind the scenes. I'm going to go live once we get a few more people in. I'm going to start doing lives. What have we done this week? Oh, we share what we're doing in the weekend. We pop in and out. I show like, oh, I'm here about to film. And then this week we've sort of set some goals. And one of the ladies came back. She had this goal about the gym. And she came back last night and goes, I've been to the gym. This is the first night ticked off, and it's thanks to you guys that I got myself there, and I love this group. And then to me, that's what it's all about. And then there's another lady in the group she's got a project that she's working on that we just call it a generic name because it's more personal to her. And so there's that. And then, yeah, so that we all, it's just everything that I wanted it to be. It's a new group. It's only been going a couple of weeks where I actually go in there and we talk about things. We talk about topics, we talk about real life. I put up a quote and I put up something that really matters to us after 50, and then we discuss it. We get into quite a discussion about things. So that's a different type of support. It's a different type of group. So that's there. It's new, it's going really well, just getting to know people. There's a couple of ladies in there that are just there, just watching on, and they'll leave hearts or anything just so that we know that they're there, but they're not contributing, they're not part of the discussions. That's fine too. They just like to watch what's going on. And it's $1 just to join it and just try it out for a month and see if it's for you. And that's at any time that you want to come across and join up. The women are all waiting there to welcome. It's like a big welcome everyone that comes in, like a big party. But that's the difference in the two groups. One is just a big group where people share things and we talk about things sometimes, and I do polls sometimes, very much like community here on YouTube. And then the other group is where we're getting things done. Zestier, bestier friends. I'm not going to do shout outs today because there has been so many wonderful comments today, and I haven't responded to anybody yet, but I just want to say thank you so much for supporting Mornings with Michelle, and I love it, and I hope you love it too. And just any ideas, like am I going to be able to keep coming up with ideas for you? But so far so good. So far so good. And we'll get out and about maybe tomorrow because we've been sort of stuck on the bed for a couple of days, so we might get out and about and do some things. So other than that, have a fabulous day, have a fabulous Thursday. Late night shopping, just saying. Have an amazing day, and other than that, I'll see you tomorrow. See ya. Bye.